evening, everybody. How you doing? Gypsy's here.
Who do we got? We got JJ.
Well, let's see
him.
Oh, yes. Jump on in here. We got Mr. Bob Humbug himself, Mr. Raino.
Oh, yeah.
Jump on in here. Mute, whatever your channel is. John Jacobs. Good to see you, buddy. Keep an eye on that Gypsy dude. I'm trying. John William. Deadhead, who does number 2 work for? Hey.
Number 5, Deadheads.
Thomas Buckley, good to see you. Good to see you. Johnny Rainbolt.
Johnny, rain.
Yeah, don't do that, because the first thing he'll do is he'll text you and say, no, you don't do it right. Who's this deputy dude? All right.
I don't know.
This guy's here.
Never heard of him.
No. So you guys had quite the conversation. Richard C., the traveling man, he's here. Hello, back from my birthday celebration with the missus. Awesome.
Nice.
Happy birthday to the missus.
Happy birthday.
Mr. Jack Gallman. Gypsy, do you know where Jack Gallman is from? He never tells us.
Marion, North Carolina?
Marion, North Carolina. That is correct.
Good guess. And then we got, who you on next? You got Richard C. Got him already. And then you got like JJ holding it down. And Jack.
No, our special guest won't be able to make it tonight.
At all?
No, I won't say our special guest. No, I got a text message. Not going to happen.
I am disappointed in the special guest, and the special guest will hear it.
I would think, Gypsy, that you had the intelligence, or nay, the amount of crayons to eat to change from the Easter Bunny to something festive for this current holiday. Maybe it's just me. Jeff Davis, good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you.
I need to.
Yeah, but I don't want to ask you to do something that you're not capable of. I know you had to ask your girlfriend, hey, honey, how do I do this? I'm trying to play solitaire here.
Yeah, no. I know how to do it.
Yeah, Richard. It was Nick. She's fine. She just had something else popped up, so she's not gonna be able to make it. She says she's very sorry. She wanted to hang out and make fun of Gypsy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like making fun of Gypsy? We're just gonna do a bunch of our hellos in here really quick before we start inviting people up to come on the panel. Gypsy had a great idea when he texted me talking about family traditions during the holidays. And I was like, well, that's just brilliant. Gypsy gets one good one a year, and he just spent it on that idea.
Yeah, so whatever. Yeah, I just know, I thought about it, and it's like, some people do ham, some people do turkey, some people do like a prime rib or some sort of roast, and some do like fish or a salmon or something.
Right, yeah, I'm interested in that one. I've never honestly heard of anybody doing salmon, but hey, why not? R&R Currency and Collectibles, thanks for joining us.
You know him? Is he on Polar Currencies channel sometimes?
Maybe. Not 100% sure. I don't remember. Look, man, I'm still scrambled from our trip last week, so
welcome
big surprise.
Anyway.
Ha, right?
Welcome R&R.
Yes. Hi, Rob. Go Navy. All right. Ham and turkey
here for Richard.
Well, I will tell you what, it's not that it was a family tradition, but my mother, the stuffing she makes homemade, we'll get into that later, but she was threatening one year to totally not make a turkey for Thanksgiving when I was stationed at Parris Island. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming if you don't make a turkey. She goes, are you serious? I go, yes, I want your stuffing. She goes, but I can make the stuffing. It doesn't taste the same if you don't stuff it in the bird.
It doesn't taste the same. I mean, there's dressing and then there's stuffing.
See, my wife doesn't. She will not eat it if it comes out the turkey's cavity. So it's like, fine, then I'll make you dressing.
They found ways to actually, make it safer. You cook them separately a little bit. Halfway through, you maybe put the stuffing back in. But so far, Jack Gallman has prime rib. See, some people do that, and I like that idea. I love.
We started that about 10 years ago at my parents, and we're hooked. So yeah, we do the prime rib as well.
There's other roasts too. I've heard of some other roasts people doing.
A leg of lamb.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I've had leg
Mashed
of
black
lamb
lamb
on
or something.
Christmas. I mean, phenomenal. I love leg of lamb. Leg of lamb is good.
Yeah.
Not just good, but good.
I'm not a lamb person, but
Mhm.
whatever. To each
Right.
his
No,
own.
I understand. My thing is, I do not eat it with that mint jelly. I can't stand mint jelly. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah. I've never had it until culinary school, and we made some rack of lamb, and we made some mint jelly to go with it. And I was like, yeah, no thanks.
No.
No,
It's
it's
just
not for me.
now you got my brother. When we do the prime rib, my brother likes to have it with the horseradish, which a lot of people do. And of course, my brother being who he is, he's like, "Is that as strong as you got?" And my wife looked at my brother and she goes, "You want it stronger, pal? Hold on a second." My brother was sweating, Jack, when he was eating that stuff.
Chippy,
Turkey, good to see you. Kid of mine, good to
mine.
see you.
Yeah, I mean, because you have like a lot of degrees in horseradish. You have just straight up horseradish that you can eat grated or whatever,
Mm.
smashed. And then some people like more of like the creamed of horseradish, a
Right.
little bit of mayonnaise or whatever you put in it.
Listen,
So,
I'm telling you, my brother, he a big boy, he was sweating hard, but he ate every bite.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I love just prime rib just with a good jus. Just a nice
Oh my
jus
god.
with it,
See, and you got to have that crust on the outside so you get just little pieces of that with each bite of the meat. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because the way we've learned how to do the through various cooking shows and watching YouTube videos, whatever, the one we found that worked the best, whatever spices you want, coat that thing. Obviously, you got to coat it with butter, coat it with the spices you want, and
Right.
you got to have your oven at 500 degrees.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
a certain so many minutes per pound at 500 degrees, and then you just turn that oven off and let it just do its thing for the next 2 hours. It will slowly, temperature cools. We did that about 3 years ago, and we are never going to change it again because that was the best prime rib we've ever had, and we keep doing it every year.
Yeah, any roast that you have, period, you want to make sure you brown the outside very well. And that being whether you pan fry the outside real quick with salt and
Mhm.
pepper or whatever spices, or you do it like you did at a very high temperature oven. But you want to have that outside crust and it seals in the juices. It does a couple things. OC
Yep.
Stacker, what's going on?
But man, and that's why you got to have the au jus because those spices, not like a steak, they're not on both sides. So that's what that au jus. You got to have kick ass
Yeah,
au jus, and buddy, it's
yeah,
on. Oh, you ready to rock and roll now? But if you think about it, if you ever go to the Outback Steakhouse, that's all they do. They cook a prime rib roast,
right.
cut it, put all their spices on it, and flash sear it really quick. I mean, I do that all the time. Instead of buying steaks, it's cheaper. Go out and buy the whole prime rib roast, cut our
Right.
steaks up,
Right.
boom, and that's what we do.
See, so I am seeing prime rib, I'm seeing ham, and I'm seeing turkey. I haven't seen fish yet, but I know I've heard of people doing like salmon or trouts for Christmas.
Yeah, can't say I
Um,
have, but it's not surprising.
it depends on where you're from.
Exactly. Like I was gonna joke with Nick, but maybe she will. I mean, who's to say they don't get a big 50-pound lobster and set it on their table? I don't know.
A Christmas
It's one of those,
lobster.
what do they do in your different regions where you are? I mean, like you, what do you guys do? Do you go out and shoot your deer and cook it up? I don't know. I mean, who knows what people do? And it's just
Well, here in the OC, I mean, most people I think cater. Uh, I do a traditional. Actually, no. Okay, so I'll go back. Thanksgiving, of
you get
course, we
rid of the
do
bunny
the
already and put your face up here.
yeah. So Thanksgiving, we do the traditional Thanksgiving. We do the turkey, the mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, yams, cranberry rolls. All the traditional stuff you would have, stuffing or um, dressing. Whichever one you want to say. Black olives that we put on our fingers.
Mhm.
I think that's it. And then pumpkin pie, pecan pie, apple pie for dessert. But then Christmas, we shift to the ham. We usually get probably a honey baked ham or maybe like from Costco. They got a good one and stuff. Uh, and my daughter just started trying to do hams herself, and she does a pretty good job. She does like brown sugar and
Yep.
mustard and then some pineapple and stuff on the outside.
Mhm.
But I like the honey baked ham the way they get the crystallized sugar crust. Living the
Oh, the Honey
dream.
Baked Ham Company, they're insanely good. Hey, Uncle Robert, living the dream.
Uncle
Good to
Robert,
see you.
Uncle Robert, Uncle Robert.
We would always get one from the Honey Baked Ham Company. My mom would just walk in there, give me the biggest one you got, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's $100. She's like, give it here. You know,
And then
buddy.
so with that, my mom usually makes baked beans, potato salad, the rolls again. Like my favorite time of year for rolls is basically, Christmas and Thanksgiving. They do the brown and serve rolls. For some reason, I love those things. Just the consistency, the melted with butter, it's just and then we once again do like the pumpkin or apple pie, and like I said, I kind of wanted to open this up because I know one time when I was, I think, on one of the older channels I used to go on, people were actually saying chocolate cream pie for Christmas.
Yes.
And it was more traditional than I thought it was. I saw a lot more people doing it. So, hey, Mr. Doughboy is here. Unacceptable.
It is unacceptable what you're eating on your holidays, man.
My turkey or my Christmas? What? Which one?
Yeah. But one of the traditions that we start around the holidays, my father's birthday is November 24th. So every 5-6 years, just depending on leap year and stuff like that, his birthday would be on Thanksgiving. But on the days that it wasn't, let's say Wednesday before we went on vacation for school break, if you woke up in the house, you would smell blueberry muffins. All right. Ooh. One, we knew, it's Pop's birthday. And then we also knew that it's getting close to, school break. So that was a family one that ever since my father passed, we still try and do it. We couldn't this year because we were just so busy in North Carolina. It's like wherever I'm at, I try and cook blueberry muffins on my dad's birthday because of that. And it's the simple old Betty Crocker ones that you get, and when you cook them and it's the smell in the house, it's just like, oh.
I gotta tell you, I love blueberries, period. Yep. But I love a good blueberry muffin.
Right. Exactly. And that's, to me, is when I was little, that's when the holidays started, when my dad's birthday happened, And I remember as a kid, when we go to South Carolina to my grandparents, they had a pecan tree in the backyard, and our grandmother would go, y'all want some pecan pie? We're like, yes, go give me some pecans, cut them up. We'd be out there popping pecans for hours, dude, filling up a 5-gallon bucket. My grandmother would make as many pies as those pecans would hold. Oh my God. I've never had a pecan taste so good because I've had them since, homemade.
Yeah.
But they're not from that tree. They're not from my grandmother. It's just that never tasted so good.
Where's the badge? I was gonna get the badge, but ran out of time, had to start. I might go get the badge. Mr. Doughboy had a long stream earlier and everything, and I was talking about the badge with Joe and a couple other people, and I guess Jay Tizzo said, he saw the badge and there's a pretty good badge, and a couple people have seen it. So I got to bring it up. I might do actually a stream or something on it, showing off the badge. But yes, I will wear it. I will put it on. And then Jay Tizzo showed me he has a nice badge collection. He might be posting or something.
Are you going to stick it on your forehead?
No, because it's got a little, like, one of them little needle things to put it in your shirt.
Or is that a 5 head you got there? 4 or 5?
I don't know. It's a pretty good forehead. I don't know.
No, I know I got a 5 head, buddy.
Looks kind of distinguished.
Oh, bro. You think I got a big head? If I had my brother sitting next to me, y'all go, damn, that dude could take over the world with that thing.
Yeah, well, hey.
He's like that Marvin the Martian. You know how he had that big old head? That's my brother.
Nice.
But
definitely unacceptable. Hey.
Yeah, if anybody wants to come up on the panel and tell about their family traditions during the holidays, please send me an email, gunniesquarterdeck@gmail.com. Right there.
Yeah, and I just, like I said, I wanted to see like anything, what you decorate with, if you have to have a real tree, a fake tree, different thing. You have to have a Yule log. You make a Yule log. Baking wise or anything. So many
Mhm.
traditions out there and everything. And
Yeah,
what's
I
really
mean,
cool is, huh?
I'm mixed on the trees because I like a real one. I don't mind a fake one. It's just, I'll be honest with you, decorating it is not as much fun as it used to be when I was a kid. Why? Because now I have to undecorate it and I have to pack everything up and put it in the attic. It's not as fun when you don't have to do all that, but I'm all for a artificial, I'm all for a big one, a little one. It's just like as long as there's a tree up, I'm happy, me personally.
I really can't do a fake tree. If I were to do a fake tree, it would be in addition to a real tree. Like maybe if I were going to do a fake tree, it'd probably be more of a retro, like 50-ish kind of tree
Oh
that's
yeah.
very, very aluminum looking and very like cool like that. But for me, no matter the needles getting all over or anything, I have to have a real tree. Just that smell and just
Mhm.
everything.
That's the one thing. The pine smell, it's
Gotta be a
awesome.
real tree.
I just think for safety purposes, I feel better as long as there's not a pine tree, because I don't know if you've ever done it. Have you ever lit a Christmas tree on fire?
I have not.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Those things go up so fast
Rhonda!
and so hot. There's just no saving that. So if you see one in person, you'll probably never do it again. I lean towards not doing it because
Yeah.
I mean I check my lights every year. I make sure the wires are good. There's no smoke. I mean I literally plug them in outside for an entire 24 hours before I do anything with those lights.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Flag City and Rhonda, good to see you.
Doughboy says my whole life is fake.
Dude
That's because
doesn't
he
need a
makes all
stinking
those
badge.
miniatures all the time. Have you seen all his miniatures he makes?
What? Who?
Mr. Doughboy.
No, I have not.
Oh, he has some cool little things. He does daily streams where he shows them off. He has these tiny, tiny little like,
Will you put his link up? I
cups
don't know
and
why I don't get his.
huh?
Will you put his link up?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
I
put it
thought
up.
I would subscribe to him, and I don't get no notifications on that stuff.
That's the weird thing. You have to check your subscriptions to everyone once in a while, and then you got to watch which notifications you put on,
Right.
because you have never specialized, something like that. Um,
Well, yours is definitely never.
yeah. Well, I never do any. I need to do some, dang it. I got some time off now for a little bit. I got to do some. Let me see. Mr. Doughboy.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like Reno, Uncle Robert. I got to get all three, both of you guys here. We got to do a cookout and stuff like that. I know we've talked about it for the last 2-3 years. I just got to do it.
Yeah, I was
Gypsy
trying to
Ray.
think like when I come, what I can cook that can still kind of go towards vegan for Can and whoever else might be vegan, vegetarian, or anything like that. Just something that I can swap out options with.
Well, like Can
Oh,
Can's brother says, I'll just bring you guys some bird seed. You can do whatever you want with it.
sorry, Rhonda. Oh,
What happened?
I'm just having some
Oh,
chest pains.
come on now. Yeah.
Can is we told him to take a week off from this Thursday. So he's chilling,
Yeah.
doing some errands and whatnot.
He is taking what they call time off. he needs some time off. Well, I mean, we all do, but it's one of those, he did 2 auctions. He did a lot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was behind the scenes, but front of the camera, it takes a lot out of you, man. I'll tell you, if you're up there doing the stuff. I mean,
Oh no, a
these
lot.
auctions that they just don't put themselves together, and it takes a lot of people to run them. But getting in front of the camera, me and Gypsy, what was it? Was it Sunday when we did the auction? Afterwards, we talked to Can. I said, dude, take the week off.
Oh,
Me and
he was
Gypsy will hold the fort
exhausted.
down.
He was exhausted.
Yeah,
I mean, Wounded Warrior had so many lots.
bro.
And I mean, this community is awesome. Everyone was donating from everywhere. And
Yeah.
it might have to go to like a 3-day next time or something because it was a lot for a day
Oh,
and there's a lot for 2
I've
days.
already been talking to Vote for Pedro. We're already working on that for next year already.
All right. See you later, R&R.
He's he's already putting some ideas together. So he's put me in the loop. And I mean, how much did Wounded Warrior? I don't remember, Richard. I don't even want to say because I don't want to be wrong, but it was a lot. I know that.
I'm pretty sure it was above 50, but I'm not positive either. And I know then it was also the Blue Angels were doubling anyone's donations, period. And then oh shoot, AG Recon or whatever. I think he was having his work do some matching or something too. I mean, just so much was actually raised for them.
Yeah.
It was great. And then Toys for Tots, a lot was raised there. I think you said it was above what you were hoping or
just over
expecting.
$3,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Tupac and William coining around, they're doing some Toys for Tots too. Toys for Tots just a great thing to do. I mean, I've had a couple years, unfortunately, where I wasn't sure what I was going to get the kids. And I know when I was living on Pendleton, the Marines there were great about supplying stuff for people that really needed it. And it's just a lot for a kid to have something to open up on Christmas Day,
Yeah.
Anything, So, Colleen talking to you, huh?
Well, yeah, she's pointing at me like this, telling me what I'm going to do. And you know what I said to her?
What?
Okay.
That's right.
That's right.
That'll keep you married.
No, what it is,
a little while longer.
Y'all know she's a teacher, and she basically got two. Is it students?
No, these are actually children that are involved in Jesse's Place, which is a children that have been abused.
Okay.
And it was two boys left that hadn't been adopted for Christmas. So I said, we'll take them.
We basically adopted 2 kids for Christmas, 2 young boys.
Hell yeah.
And gonna.
Dang, Colleen. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah. Vote for Pedro just texted me on that Wounded Warrior. The last benefit, it was $66,000.
Yeah. See.
For the year, it was $103,000.
Yeah. I heard that for the year. I didn't want to. I heard that number, but I didn't want to throw it out at just that. But let's not shy away from what you guys are doing. That's amazing.
Oh no. Trust me. I love either way. I was just happy. I mean, all of our lots were donated. Raymno put in a bunch of time for it. We had a bunch of that pay it forward stuff. And $3,000 for 30 lots on donated stuff. I think that's just brilliant. I mean, as well as I do, when you're pinching pennies, what you could buy with $3,000 to put some smiles on these kids' faces, man.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I mean, having anything, it's just a lot. Having anything,
absolutely.
And some of these kids, unfortunately, since they haven't had that much, are so much more appreciative than those kids that get like handed everything.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool.
It is.
I wish I could actually see sometime. Like, I should talk to someone around here, the reservists, or go down to Pendleton and see if we can somehow ever see if them giving gifts to the kids or something like that. I don't know.
Well, get your boots on the ground there, Mr. Reporter.
Let's go. Yeah. I got to do that.
No, I
got to go there and get my new ID card. But whatever.
What do you get an ID card for?
Well, now that I'm 100%, I get one of the actual retired ID cards, not just a veteran's ID card.
You get to get all base benefits now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I get basically a retired ID, not the veterans VA one, but like an actual. I shouldn't have put that up, jeez. But an actual, an actual card though.
I didn't realize that. I mean, I don't think about that because I got my 20 years, so I can I go on any base anytime. But I never realized if you 100%, boom, you get that. Man, I bet you're going to be going to that commissary more often, huh?
Yeah. It's right down the street and stuff. They got some good stuff down there too.
Hey,
Paula. What is going on?
So how far is the closest commissary for you?
It would be the northern part of Pendleton, which is San Onofre.
So how long does that take you to get there?
20 minutes.
Oh dear God, dude. All right.
Yeah. Ah, Miss Paula.
I'd be hitting that commissary up all the time if I was you.
Yeah.
That I mean, other than that, the commissary and the booze stores, there's no real bargain shopping on base anymore, like in the PX and all that. Not at all.
Yeah. I mean, I used to love that, especially when I was on Okinawa shopping in the PX, getting some of the electronics on sale straight from
Bro, listen.
Japan.
Yeah. Personal
Let's see,
friend of
Flag
mine.
City. Oh, nice.
All right, all right.
Hey, anything. I would take that.
Hell yeah, do that for us, buddy.
You know, like I said, it's we give to all these things. It's nice to actually see some of the faces and see what goes on sometimes, you know. Base exchange rocks. Well, I'll take you down there, Paula. Yeah, I mean, I love that kind of stuff and everything,
Yep.
making someone's day.
I mean, yeah. I mean, okay, here's a funny one. I made my wife's day tonight. Again, you know, I'm good like that. So I had heard this rumor that there's something around our area, like really close. And then all of a sudden it popped up on my feed on my phone today. I go, you know what? I'm taking my wife there. She was on the stove making her some soup because that's all she wanted tonight. Just wanted to stay warm. And I said, turn it off. We're going somewhere. Where is this? I said, it's 30 minutes down the road. Hopped in our truck. Y'all know we live in the middle of the woods. Well, there's a local distillery here. This guy's been doing it since, I think he said 05. He basically, we got the spring water here called the Rainbow Springs with the Coochie River and all that. Fresh water. I mean, awesome. Right, his property, an aquifer runs right under his property, and he has a well, and he distills his own. He makes whiskey, he makes rum, vodka, and I think he said brandy. It's illegal, Richard. Just saying.
Yeah.
He can. But we went there, and when we were driving back there, my wife's like, "Man, you're at the wrong house, bro." It literally is some guy's house, but his second driveway got the big barn where his distillery is, and where it's a bar essentially. And
Right.
we sat down, and I mean, the guy, him and his son are running it. His son's 25. He's a little bit older than me. And sat down, gave us the whole story of it. And the whole time he's giving you the first shot is free. Because if you're a newcomer, it gives you a first shot. And I had some of that dark rum of theirs. Oh, my own. I bought me a bottle. It's so good. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And my wife got to try 5 different whiskeys. And, you know, she's feeling pretty good when she came home on an empty stomach. You know what I mean? But we had a good date. And it was just something new we found. All of a sudden, the first thing we're thinking, we got to get the tribe up here. We could fill that bar up and have a blast. Let me tell you what. So
Nice.
we may have found this nice little gem in our area to go to more often. So
Nice.
no, Flag City, no. Hold on. I know what you're thinking. No. Fishhawk Spirits. Spirits. And look, dude, I tried 3 of his rums. Now, when he has a spiced rum, let me tell you what, that rum is spicy. It will get you. I know, Robert. I know you're in, buddy. That stuff got me. I mean, it was hot. Tried that, and I tried their golden rum, but that dark rum of theirs, dude, listen. Oh my God. So now I know, living the dream. We gotta get Rainbow up here. Yeah. We're gonna get what I drink isn't legal there. I know, Johnny. We know that formaldehyde's pretty bad stuff, man.
Is Johnny coming or what? Do we get any updates on that?
I don't recall getting a solid answer yet. That's what we're
Okay.
going to talk about next week, because, you know, we're coming into December, and my wife, we got to put a list together because, you know, we got to get the food menus going. And you don't have a plane ticket, so I'm not even going to ask you right now. What happened? What is this? What's that? Number 1? Love you too, buddy.
Yeah. Refer
No.
to my emoji.
Ah, the emoji. Where is
I
it?
can't change it back yet.
Why can't you? Well, you have to wait 24 hours or something?
It said I had to wait 5 days because I changed it from the badge to that because Nick was talking some smack. So
Can't we get you banned and complain about your emoji?
no, it's you're number one. I
Yeah,
swear.
I don't think so, pal. I'm going to zoom this up. Let's see. Let's see.
Don't do it.
Here, this will be even funnier if I do it this way.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hold on. Boom. Boom, boom. boom.
I was stationed there. What? I didn't know Apollo's in the Air Force.
All right, let's see. Let's go to my latest screenshot here. Let's edit that bad boy. Hold on, people.
Good evening. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at you. I got you, buddy. You're busted.
Took you long enough. Jeez.
Well, I had to zoom
Popcorn ain't even around no more. What? Yeah, it's a thumb.
in.
Or it's a finger like this.
That is definitely a middle finger, everybody.
It is
That is
not.
great, dude. Well, how are they going to ban you? They put it on their emojis, didn't they?
They did actually. They did.
So it ain't like you can shoot them out, dude. That's funny. You know, man.
Yeah.
So,
Like I
anybody
said.
want to come up on the panel, share your holiday traditions and stuff? If I was like, wait, like if 1 to go and 10 was, I'll sell foot. Oh my God! Did you see what he said?
What?
Like if 1 was kind of I want to go and 10 was I'll sell foot pics. He's at a 10. He needs to sell pictures of his feet.
Dang. All right. Well, sell some pictures of your feet then. We'll get you on.
buy them.
Gunny knows how to get involved in the OnlyFans page, so contact Gunny. Richard C. had some great Irish whiskey in Ireland. Ooh. 15-year-old nice whiskey if you ever buy it. Ooh.
Ah, I see.
Sounds good to me. I look terrible or I would. Well, put some I don't know. Put something on, Rhonda. Put your hair back, whatever you need to do. I look
Look,
terrible.
Gypsy comes up here all the time. Don't be embarrassed.
You can't look worse than Gunny.
Right?
I'm just saying.
Popcorn
Popcorn
Sutton passed in 2009. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
I know a lot of them talk about popcorn all the time, but I don't even know if I ever met popcorn or know who popcorn is. I don't do
So-
makeup. Well, don't do makeup then. Do
You
your
don't
hair
have to
up,
turn your
whatever you gotta
camera
do
on
to
just as
look
long as we can
better
hear
or
you.
Make you think you
Yo,
look better.
fan.
What up, yo fan?
Oh, he had
He
a
had
TV show.
He had a TV show.
I don't. Popcorn Sutton? Is that what he said?
Yeah. I'll look it up.
I gotta see what this dude looks like.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think he was an old moonshiner. Yeah, he was on that moonshine show. They had him on, and they talk about him all the time and stuff. You know that you've ever watched that moonshining show?
Very rare. I watched it a few times.
Yeah, he was on there and stuff, and some of the people, I think, have taken over his still and still do it the way he showed them how.
Okay.
He was like one of the original, I think,
Damn.
with the corn whiskey. Yeah, he's like deep in it and stuff. Oh, okay, I remember that.
Well, now
Something
I'm gonna
about
have
it.
to
I mean,
gotta go
I ain't
do
never
more
had any
homework.
real moonshine. I get stuff that they put in the stores and they call it moonshine, but Supposedly the real stuff you ain't gonna find nowhere near a store. It'd be illegal in any store anywhere, even in some of those states where they make it a lot of. Because that stuff, oof.
Oh, it'll ruin your day. I've only tried that stuff once, and it ruined my day.
Put hair on your chest, make you see things, all sorts of stuff.
I think my granddaughter was born with hair on her chest from that stuff.
Yeah. Any prospectors in here?
But
I
let's
haven't
just
seen
say
any
I have never tried that stuff since that day. I only took one shot too. And talking to some guy about it, he goes, "You just no idea what they put in it to do that." So, whatever flavor that was and whatever their batch was, I'll never. Nope.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how they make that moonshine. I'm just wondering how far it tastes from the jailhouse shine and stuff that they make.
Right.
The hooch.
My uncle,
'Cause
he told me
when I
in
worked in the
Vietnam
brig-
they would raid the chow halls for the potato skins out there to make their own stuff.
Well, when I worked in the brig, they would find holes in the pot shack where they did the pots. There was a hole in there, and every once in a while they'd find a bag in there that had a bunch of the scraps of all the fruit, and they would get yeast from the bake shop.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would find just the stuff that they were about to take back and make stuff with. Sometimes they would actually find some of the containers of them already making it.
Damn.
I guess they make it in the toilet or wherever they can.
Add more time onto their sentence, eh?
Yeah. Yep. They'd get in trouble. Oh yeah.
I only visited a brig one time when I was the phone chief in Okinawa. I remember I had to go all the way in the back into one of the, I don't know what they call it, the wings or the quarter. I don't know what they're called. All I could think of was, get me out of this goddamn place. I did not want to be there. Nope.
Well, they gave us training. They would have quarterly training on different things. Some of it were if a prisoner got out, there was different drills and there's different things that they would say over the loudspeaker to know when one was running. And then they would teach you different tactics to actually subdue them or whatever. The same training that the guards would get, they would give everyone else. So kiddo mine, it says she likes apple pie, regular pie, and peach pie, etc. Well, what else do you like? Gunny
Bilge wine. Why? I've
Navy
heard of
was
that.
used for bilge wine. Huh? What?
Nuclear plants and the still that was found before the plant was started. Oh, I bet. Damn. The perfect name for moonshine is blindly.
I've heard something about that. Like you drink enough moonshine, you'll go blind.
Well, look, man, and if you got I don't know what they call it, first drip or whatever that's called. Somebody said you don't want that. Then there's other people that said, yes, you do. And I'm like, man, I don't want none of that drip.
Yeah, I heard something about that too. Yeah, that first part is different. Well, they sell that in stores now too, with supposedly the other distills and distilleries, Jack Daniels and different things. And who was the other one? And they have like Devil's Cut, which is supposed to be stuff that's evaporated or the first part of it, end part of it, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, Junior Johnson, he's one of the pioneers in NASCAR. He was a moonshiner before the sport started. And he, in North Carolina, they had a Junior Johnson's White Lightning, another nickname for moonshine. And it had his name on it. They made it, distilled it and all that. He said it is as close as they can get legally making moonshine. He goes, I like the taste of it, but it's not what we used to make, because you're talking pure grain.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but but Junior Johnson did say this is as close as you're going to get if it's over the counter.
Paula says she doesn't think they should be drinking anything they call the drip. Yeah. I don't know about that one either, huh? But they do that in beer too. Supposedly when they have the big tanks.
Oh, the
different-
bats. Oh yeah.
The different layers in the vats, or the different beer. God, what is regular just light beer called? Well, anyway,
Look,
they have the stouts, and then they have the box, and then they have the different layers
Yeah.
on thickness. and-
Everclear. What was that other stuff everybody drank? What's it called? Diesel.
Maybe. I don't remember that. I remember the Everclear though. I remember in California, people would go into Arizona, I think it was, to get Everclear.
Pizza guys here.
I am a dude. I'm just saying. I am a dude.
Lebowski Jr. over here.
Last time I checked, at least. Yo, there's Nick. Chat, driving my mom home, but I am listening. So be nice, Gypsy. Wow. What is she talking about? She can't be up here. Why do I have to be nice to her? You know what I'm saying?
Well, she knows who you are.
I don't know about that. So nobody's sharing. Nobody wants to tell us what they like for Christmas. Oh, JJ is saying, crack it out, Nick. She's got to bring it up first, and then she can crack it out. Hiding the Mad Dog 2020. I remember that. Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God. Oh, that's liquid madness right there.
No, be nice. Exactly, pizza guy. Yeah, I know. One of the things we drank when I was younger or whatever, this is back here in the city, is like Boonestown,
Boone's Farm strawberry.
12, 13, you got to get some Boone's Farm. Woohoo! That and wine coolers. Wine coolers were still a big thing back then. Bartles and James, and Bruce Willis even did one of their commercials and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I remember those. Nothing too hard when I was younger though. I just like regular beer and wine coolers and Boonestown. But I drank enough of them, so who really cares? Bartles and James. Yeah, I don't even know where
Boone's
Bartles
Farm,
and
not
James is
Boone's
now.
Town. Boone's Farm.
Bartles and James, and then Mickey's Wide Mouth. Ooh. But then they came out with Zima, and it seemed like Zima almost killed off the wine coolers. I don't know. Although now they have all the seltzers, which kind of remind me of Zima, but with a little less flavor, actually. I just don't get that. I mean, I don't know. I'd just rather make my own mixed drink than drink a seltzer. I don't know. Irk and Jerk. I don't know what Irk. E and J. Oh, E and J. Irk and Jerk.
Yeah, the Irk and Jerk, man. I remember that.
I don't remember that.
That was on it was a brandy they had. It was E and J was just I mean, we're talking, you remember the military
E&J
special?
brandy.
Remember
The
military
what?
special?
Military special.
It was like you'd buy a fifth of rum and it was like $6. Well, this stuff was cheaper than military special, okay?
Seltzers are low sugar and low calorie. Who cares? You're drink calories. Dang it. But anyways. I'm just saying. I found money in unclaimed property for him. He was 81. Whoa.
John
JJ's been around.
He knows Harry Gant, one of the cool old school guys from NASCAR, man. He really is. They have one of his Skull Bandit Buicks out front of the dealership down the road from my house.
Pizza guy doesn't remember much of 8th grade because of Calvin Coolers. Yeah.
Oh dear God, have mercy. In 8th grade. I mean, what state is he in? Kentucky?
I don't know. We started. There was parties in the 8th grade. People were starting to party. Actually, my brother, I think, started taking me to my first parties when I was in 7th or 8th grade. And that's all you need is like an older brother or cousin or something to get you into that stuff. I met Harry at the Rock the Smokies concert given by Skull. Oh, wow. Skull gives concerts? Brass Monkey? I don't know about Brass Monkey.
From what everybody used to tell me when NASCAR had Winston as their title sponsor, These people drive around in golf carts chucking packs of cigarettes out into the crowd. They didn't care who was in the crowd.
Oh, the good old days
Well,
where
nowadays-
cigarettes were thrown everywhere. Where
listen,
you could
nowadays you can't. You have to be 21 years old to buy a damn T-shirt that says Budweiser Dale Earnhardt Jr. on it. You know what I mean? I was like, that is some of the most ridiculous thing. That shirt's gonna get them drunk. Oh, give me a break.
Yeah. I just remember, like, when I was younger, seeing all the office parties my dad had were like huge actual real parties, people getting so drunk they're making copies of their, whatever on the Xerox machine. You had real Christmas parties. Now it's like, oh, well, we can spend $20 if you're at a cool place that goes out to eat as a group. You can't drink when you're there, but usually it's just like maybe some gift giving.
I remember when I first joined the Marine Corps, my first duty station, I was in Okinawa. Once a month, they always had company parties. They would have oil drums full of ice and beer, and nobody was touching the food. They were just popping beer cans left and right. By the time I was retiring, we'd always have a company party out at the beach on Camp Lejeune. First thing they'd say, no alcohol. I'm like, why are we going? What this ain't military anymore, no alcohol. I'm like, so, it just the sign of time, how it changed, man. My brother told me they used to have, and I saw this once really quick when I went to Okinawa, because you could buy beer in Okinawa at 18.
Right.
They had vending machines with beer in them in the barracks.
Yeah.
In Okinawa.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my brother
not
when he first joined the Navy, my brother told me it was 18 to drink on base.
Yeah.
And there were 25 cents a beer. And of course, that stuff gone.
No,
You know,
there's no beer in the vending machines on base anymore, but there were definitely beer in the vending machines out in town.
Yeah. Oh God. In Okinawa, yes.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not talking about just the Marine Corps. I'm talking about just like regular work now, just like, but then again, you could always take a lunch break and go have a, couple drinks with your boss, and no one would flinch. No one would care.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just like you said, you can't even buy a guy a gift. Oh, is it over $20? Nope, can't have it.
Yeah. You can't do nothing. I miss those days, like real office Christmas parties. Like,
there were people towards the end, because we used to have our gunny. He'd go up there and go, who's going to the PX? Go get me some cigarettes. Go get me a tin of Skoal or whatever. You do that now, they're going to go, oh, personal servitude. I'm like,
yeah, you'll get caught with something. The wrong person just gets jealous over the dumbest things.
Well, I heard from those old timers when I first joined the Marine Corps, they'd say they'd hit the E Club because they were allowed 2 drinks for lunch. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It was
You
weird.
could do a lot more. I mean,
Hell, you remember running the
a couple idiots
when you got
just
promoted, right?
stuff for everyone.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Gypsy? You ran the gauntlet. You were getting punched
To
in
a
your arms,
point.
and they were, yeah,
To a
but
certain rank.
yeah, they won't let you do that anymore. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, Ringmaster Ray, I'm with you, dude. Even though we went to that distillery, I really don't drink that much anymore. I mean, there are times where I'll have 1 drink, maybe 2. I'll wake up the next day going, how many did I have? Oh, 2, honey, 2. Oh, need to have some of that Racing Fuel moonshine that was at Cincinnati a few years ago. Dude, I am not drinking a moonshine. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Joe McBride, good to see you. What? Remember back in my day, I was bad. You was bad. Oh, might be another story for another time for Mr. Joe McBride. Nope, them stories stay right here with me. Let me see.
Okinawa was like early, and that was my second duty station. I remember
Uh-huh.
a couple times waking up not knowing what happened the night before, basically, not knowing how I got where I was at all.
Dude, those guys were showing up for PT, smelling of booze. They ain't been to sleep yet. They were out in town on what was it called? BC Street all night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We used to go to lunch at a local bar, but you could not get drunk. Now, yeah, exactly. You get tested at the gate. Yeah. My dad
Sometimes
told
you
me
had to wake up, crack open another one, just so you can go do your PFT or whatever. Because if not, you wouldn't get through the PFT. You know, you're like,
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I remember it. The funnier part is too, I was talking to some of the guys that, I mean, there were very few of them, but I talked to there were some Vietnam vets still lingering around when I first joined. These guys would tell me, he goes, man, we go out to the field, we couldn't carry enough weed with us. I was like, Jesus. Silver Wolverine, good to see you.
Silver Wolverine.
I couldn't believe them guys would tell me, you know, they were carrying weed out there, but because the urinalysis did not start until the early 80s, is what my brother told me. Jags fan. So, you know, my brother told me about when they started all the urinalysis stuff. He said he would not believe how many people were getting kicked out. It was just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I bet. I mean, I don't know if I do actually remember 2 people getting kicked out after your analysis.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember one being scared, whatever, that he was going to get kicked out, but luckily somehow he made it through. I don't know how.
Well, I did the Sacco thing. They don't test all of them, do they? They would the military would go broke if they have to test all of them.
Yeah.
They just can't. They randomly pick them. What years was I in, Yote? 1990 to 2010. But I mean, geez, when you were in school, I think we were getting tested once a month. I swear to God, because you know they want to get all these kids who think, you know, I'm not going to get caught. Oh, yes, you will.
Oh, yes, you will. I just remember some of those tests taking forever, though, like all day. Some of them, you're like, geez, come on.
I remember there was a big ecstasy thing going on in Okinawa.
Oh yeah.
I was a staff sergeant. They would call us at 3:00 in the morning, tell us, get to the barracks now. We would literally be standing at every exit, and they would go start knocking on the doors, random testing, because you had to get to the people doing ecstasy like right now. And they were popping people all over the place for that stuff.
I don't know if it was the exact same time, but I remember at least one time there was a bunch of stuff going around to where they were just, they were hammering down on people for a while.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought to myself, I said, how hard is it to not do it, dude?
Yote fan had a guy that smoked on the way to the boot camp.
And guess what? He didn't get out of boot camp, did he? Because we got piss tested as soon as we got the breathalyzer as soon as we got off the bus, and then we also had to put pee in a cup. And there were guys who did that. They didn't even make it through. What was that first week called?
Hell Week? No.
What do we call it? Oh, when you were just getting your uniforms and all that. Remember, that was the first week.
Processing week, but
yeah, processing.
Name, I think.
They didn't even make it through processing, dude, and these guys were going home. It cracks me up.
I don't remember if we got piss test on the first night or not. We got there 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I think we did like some financial stuff first, and they, went through everyone's gear. God, I don't remember much of that first night. Huh.
Yeah, well, you should have. Wasn't it like last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was
right.
Definitely last week.
Skate Army's in the house.
Skate Army.
Ringmaster Ray said they lost 5 guys in the first week from being high. Yeah, we lost, a bunch. Didn't even make it to drop off to your drill instructor day. That's another thing, boy. God, that is a day I will not soon forget. Woo!
Yeah. You got the heavy, and then all of a sudden he brings out like the senior and all the other guys jumping all over you.
No, I was sitting there going like this. I need a phone. I'm calling my mom. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It was but
like everybody else, I said, once you get through the first week of boot camp, dude, it's there's nothing to it. You just follow on in, do the best you can. Because trust me, you're not going to be able to slack off and do nothing. You just do the best you can, and you made it. It was I thought boot camp was quite easy after like I said, you get past that first week, you're fine.
It depends. You got to get past the first week, and then you just got to, like you said, follow the directions, do what they tell you to do, and don't stand out.
No, I don't think. Well,
whatever you do not stand out.
I made the mistake of standing out. I got to be squad leader. I got to be squad leader, of course, and that just made life miserable when somebody else in your squad messed up. You were, whatever. So I mean, I never wanted to be the guide though. Never. Nope, 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 nope. So I was a squad leader for probably more than half of boot. I mean, I got fired once a week, but I always got my job back.
Yeah. Never volunteer for anything, even though you're told volunteer for everything. And every once in a while you'll get a good billet or you'll get something good. But yeah, now looking back at it, it's like, yeah, maybe not volunteer for anything. Just stick to the wall.
Oh yeah,
shush.
that's what I did, man. But it was fun. But you could not make me do that again if you offered me maybe $1 million. But no, it's one of those things. No, I'm glad I only did it once. If I had to do it again, not going to happen. It's like nope.
To Red Dixie Cup.
I only say that now because I was a gunny, and knowing what I know now, there's no way you could let some sergeant holler at me now. I'm gonna smack him. I'm going to the brig. It's one of those. No.
Do you see Flag City instead of Red Dixie Cup? Weird Al, yeah, there you go.
Oh my god. My brother and his friends decided
proceed to party.
Well, kin of mine, they didn't do so bad. Joined the Marine Corps, and I mean, it worked. Like, how long after high school did you go into boot camp, Gypsy?
Let's see, about 6 years, I think.
Okay, so I was a year. So you joined L. You were able to buy booze, so you were everybody's friend when you went to school, huh?
I think everyone was around 21 when I got to school, even.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I joined. I was only 18, so I had to wait a while before I was able to buy booze.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. It seemed like everyone was older when I went through than when I was recruiting. When I was recruiting, it seemed like everyone was 17 and 18.
Right.
That's it. I couldn't get any of the older ones necessarily at start. But
no, they were looking at you going, "Man, hell with that."
What? They were looking at me.
No,
and saying,
I get it. I mean, that has to be. I don't care what anybody says. Drill instructors, I'm not saying it's easy for them. They have a book. They have to do this. Day 1, they're doing this. Day 2, you guys, there ain't no book for what you guys got to do. You got to get out there and sell the Marine Corps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I should have joined. I should have been a DI. Definitely should have been a DI.
Now, if I'd have been a lot more suited for it, I would have never made it through.
I would have been a lot more suited for it, and I would still be in right now. Or maybe retiring soon, but I'd probably still be in right now.
The only thing I ever wanted to do if I had to do a B billet, I wanted to do embassy duty so bad, but I couldn't do it.
I did too, but I was married, so I had to wait for staff.
Well, I was a staff sergeant, but the problem was I had a daughter who was on the exceptional family member program, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, a lot of woulda, shoulda, couldas in the military, You think about things. If I would have asked for this instead, if I would have gone here instead, if I would have just done something different. I mean, another thing for me is, I think I've told you this before. I'm left-handed, but I'm right eye dominant. So like the first 7 years, I barely qualled because I was shooting left-handed, barely qualled. As soon as I switched over to right-handed with my right eye being dominant, expert every time.
See, that's the thing. I am left-handed in everything I do except shooting. I shoot right-handed. Always have my entire life. So I understand that. I never had that problem, them trying to tell me I have to shoot left-handed, because it was like, no, I've been shooting my entire life, so I don't need you to tell me what to do. The M16 was the easiest damn gun I've ever shot in my life, honestly.
Oh, it's easy. It was basic.
With these damn things up, down, left, and right, I'm like, wow, I grew up shooting a black powder rifle, So I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, Kentucky windage is easy; it comes natural. But when you have the sights that'll move it left and right and up and down, I got expert every year except my first time except in boot camp. I got sharpshooter in boot camp, and after that, boom, I had expert.
Well, that's the thing. They told everyone. We know everyone. You hillbillies know how to do Kentucky windage. Do not do it. No. And it's because, if you follow the simple rules with your windage knob and elevation, you should be good. Yep. But let's see. AKA Brett, 3 months for me in 94. I went to Millions, Tennessee for school and was always drunk. 95 E-clubs are still 18. So 95, drinking was still 18 on the E-clubs.
Yes, and on
Hey,
Pendleton,
Speedy.
yes, I remember that. Yes,
Yeah. I mean, all the smoke and
Speedy's on the road playing around at the airport in Memphis.
sorry about that, kid of mine.
What happened?
Her I think brother, is that who she was talking about before?
Yeah.
He was in Desert Storm, and in all the smoke, he got rare cancer. He died in 2007 at the VA hospital.
That
I
happened.
just got a little bit of my compensation. My 100% was for the PACT Act, which is now going retroactive for anyone, period, that was near any of the smoke. And the oil smoke was actually some of the worst, but then also the burn pits, anything else. They're actually going back and paying people for that. Actually, they're still going back and paying people for Agent Orange finally, but yeah, it
I
kind
need
of
to go
sucks.
look into that because our where our base was in Iraq, there's a burn pit there every day.
So there's a long list of stuff to look for. If you have anything on that list, or if next couple years come up and things come up,
Well, you're
Might
gonna have to
be-
send me this list so I can get back with the VA and try and get me that 100% like you got.
Metal Dragon saying we just cracked a screen. I don't know if he's trying to say we're ugly or whatever. I mean, he's a fellow Marine. He should know. I mean, geez. No, notice how nobody's ever seen Metal Dragon. That bug. Break the internet. Ow. We got a good group that I think are mostly all military or ex
Yeah.
or someone real close to them. I don't know
Wait,
if State Army was ever in anything or
We're never getting to do the
Silver
FMF
Wolverine.
Oh
I know
wow.
Ringmaster Ray was. We got a lot of squids in the audience, so I know that. In chat, I know JJ was a squid. Ringmaster Ray was a squid. Brett's a Marine. Not much Army or Air Force around though.
No, I remember that one time when I was walking around, some guy saw my Marine shirt on. He goes, "Why didn't you join the Army?" I said, I walked up to him. He said, "We don't take men." So that dude was hot. He goes, "What'd you say?" I said, "When I walked in to join the Army, they told me to go away. They don't take any men." So I had to leave. So dude got fired up, dude. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Just seeing somebody get mad over that. I'm like, God, come on, man.
It'd be worse than EMP. Yeah, I can mess up a song too, Flag City. I love doing that sometimes. Richard C. Was Richard C. in the military?
I believe so.
I can't remember. I mean, he could be honorary Navy as much as he floats around on cruises now and stuff. Just saying. You need to get checked. A lot of his unit died of cancer. Yeah,
I believe
that's
you.
the bad thing, kid of mine. A lot of people were getting cancer from all that stuff. and Okinawa, a lot of our barracks, a lot of the buildings out there all had all sorts of asbestos. So mostly,
Paris
I think,
Island? I was crawling all over that stuff, man.
yeah, I think any base that I've been on was chock full of asbestos. And then going to Iraq and all the burn pits and everything else. And yeah, wouldn't surprise me if I get cancer. We'll see.
Right.
We are all brothers in arms and much respect. Definitely. Absolutely. Even the Coast Guard and Space Force and Boy Scouts. I mean, anyone that, volunteers their time, period. But especially us that, put ourselves or whatever in harm's way or, signed on that dotted line. Asbestos loves us. Yeah. Yeah. Asbestos totally loves us. No, I missed Vietnam just as my number was called. Vietnam ended. So I wonder what that's even like to live back then when, when you had to go through the draft and wait for your number to come up or not come up, and just a big roll of the dice. I don't know, because Vietnam was not a pretty time at all. I give a lot of
Well,
respect to any Vietnam veterans, especially.
I didn't get the anthrax pills. I did get one anthrax booster. Let me tell you what, I thought somebody put a freaking torch on the side of my body when that thing started flowing through you. Good God, did that thing hurt?
Yeah, I did get the anthrax, unfortunately.
All I know is when I came back from anthrax, I was definitely donating my plasma because I was making $200 a week donating plasma because I had anthrax in me.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah, dude! I was making some buck. I was poor, man.
Oh.
I need some money.
And what was that one? Is it smallpox or which one was it? One that
Oh yeah.
either you
Yeah.
got like
Listen, I
3
got
shots
that one.
or you had to get like 16?
Yes. It hurt.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. I called my mom up because I thought I got it when I was a kid, but they
Right.
stopped doing it in late 1970, early 71, and I was born in October, so I didn't get it. My brothers did, but not me.
Yeah.
So yeah. Skate Army, I'm probably sure we can.
John Jacobs delayed enlisted while NAM was still going on. That's cool. So you got like in like right after or right as it was ending, and just kind of what, I wonder.
Yeah.
From VA 2 days ago, they put 6 months hold on my case because they made an error. Jeez. Yeah, actually, I got something recently too, where I was trying to add one of my kids on, and they told me that they had some sort of technical error, and we're gonna look into it and try and figure that out. I wonder if they had a problem with everyone's.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And a lot of first responders have it bad from 9/11. Huh.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that is sad though. I mean, initially what happened was sad, and then what happened hours into it, and then still ripple effects of 9/11 we'll be feeling for years, for
Oh yeah.
decades.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, God. Marines are bulletproof due to all the asbestos covering their clothes from boot camp. Yeah. Welcome back, Shimpy. Good to see
Well,
you.
if you notice, I've been back to Paris Island, since I was stationed there.
Yeah.
They have knocked down so many of those buildings that have had asbestos in them and just rebuilt because they're getting lawsuit after lawsuit on that after all that stuff that's going on there.
79 going to Iran. There's another time too.
Yep.
Yeah. And y'all, we are still wanting to talk to y'all about any holiday traditions or food or anything. And if anyone wants to come up, it's turning more into getting drunk and in the Marines and Navy and everything else. But
Hey, we just come in here with no script. We just do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's still open. Anyone's welcome. Just don't want anyone to feel left out or anything. Trying to read chat and keep you guys involved as much as possible.
Because I am not going to lie to you. I'm not going to last much longer. I'm about over here going, I'm falling asleep sitting over. I mean, I'm just been up since 5 o'clock this morning, been on the go from the minute I got my feet hit the ground, because I'm sitting here trying to have my morning coffee and I get a call from my wife's son that his car won't start. He needs a jump. I'm going, don't you have jumper cables? No. I gave them to you. Where are they? I don't know. Okay. So that's how my day started.
I try to make sure everyone in my family and loved ones, everyone has a good pair of jumper cables, period. And if I can, like a small little emergency set with flares. Yep. I have a hatchet in mine. I mean, I have a hatchet, I have flares, I have glow sticks, I have jumper cables, whatever you might need just in case,
Bottle of booze, keep you warm on the side of the road.
Yeah. Emergency blankets.
Yep. I got me a good little kit in my truck. That's the funny part. I had to use my jumper cables, and they were brand new. They have never came out of the package before. I was like, really, guy? You don't? I said, I bought you a pair just like these. I know. Where are they? At the house. What are they doing at the house?
Right? Brett works as a electric engineer at the VA. Thank you very much.
There you go.
I thought about doing that, going back and working at the VA and stuff, helping out
Yeah.
veterans and helping out places where we help veterans.
I looked into getting a job doing some of their networking with them, but boy, they wanted me to come in as a GS6, and I go, I'll take a job at McDonald's and make more money. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not coming in as a GS6. I was like, that ain't happening.
Supposedly when I got 111 or when I got my 100%, supposedly I could start some jobs as 11, but I don't
Absolutely.
know.
Like
Yeah.
me, with my degree now and all that stuff, I ain't coming in unless you're giving me GS13. That's just how it's going to be. You know, and it was funny. They're like, it was funny. This guy goes, you kind of got to earn that there. And I go, hey, big guy, how many years did you serve in the military? He goes, 6. And I go, you think you earned it? And I said, goodbye. I know what my value is, man. It's just like, look, I don't get out of bed for less than $40 an hour. Sorry, not going to happen.
You see, Brett put a GS6. What a joke. As a peer support.
Well, like I told him, I get a job at McDonald's, I'll better hours, and I make the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if Richard C is actually located anywhere, Shimpy. He's all over the place usually, traveling somewhere.
he's a traveling man. Yep. $40
still in the
Amazon.
medical
What does
field.
that mean?
Well,
Flag
thank
City?
you,
What is
Ringmaster
that?
Ray.
What does that mean?
$40 a jump box.
What is that?
I'm thinking by what it is just a box instead of jumper cables and needing another car. It's a box.
Oh, I got you. The battery boxes.
Battery. Yeah.
Yep, I got you. I used to have one of those, but I used it so much helping people on base. I swear to God. And when I was up there and when I first moved down here, I used it so much that I burnt that thing up. It was great. I only paid, like you said, $50 for it. And that thing lasted about 10, 12 years.
Yeah. Well, I got a jump box and I also got a battery charger and stuff that you're supposed to put up to your battery every now and then anyway, you know.
Yep.
You can do better in FMS, Gunny and Gypsy. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I hope.
Well, how about this, Gypsy? I'm getting blown up on my phone here. I got some things to do. I got reminded, but look, we just wanted to come on here shortly. Yeah, battery tender. There you go, Johnny. We just wanted to come up here, just shoot the breeze with you guys and see what's up with the traditions. Next week, we're going to get into the fun show. We got to get a solid list of who is going, how many people are coming, because the wife, and if this guy ever gets a plane ticket, we'll have our chef show up. So we got to put a menu together. Just saying, you know, but you know, hey, but anyway, we got to put all this stuff together because I guarantee you, that fun show is going to be here before you know it, and you know, New Year's Eve and all that good stuff. So, lots to plan for, lots to do. So, Gypsy, I'll let you take it away first.
Give me a second. Keep talking. Give me a second.
You got a fart or?
No.
You'll be there in spirit, Metal Dragon. I know you will, brother. I know you will, man.
Oh, I know what I can talk about. So I found out earlier today and stuff, you know, every once in a while, some people feel more a part of a stream than others and everything. Especially mods out there and everything. When you can, just say hi to everyone. Make them feel welcome. Make them feel included. I try and do that as much as I can. I try and read chat as much I can, bring you all in. You know, no channel creator can do what they're doing and get anything from it unless they have viewers and people coming in and seeing what they got, I guess. So just know, all of you all here, especially that are still here, the ones that you left, whatever. No, just kidding. You know, you're very much appreciated, very much loved, always. And like I said, you know, was trying to do with this, I still want to hear more from you about your traditions, what you like to do for Christmas. I like to, especially some of the different stuff from different countries and whatnot. But it was nice talking to, most of y'all too that were in the service and, just reminiscing. It's always a good thing. Anyways, be nice to each other. Love you. Be the good wolf.
Well, how do you leave with that? Hey, like Gypsy said, just say hi. This is our tribe. Reach out, talk to each other, take care of each other. And like I tell you, get out there and have some fun, because if you're not, you're doing something wrong. Lots of holiday times come up. It's touching for some and misery for others. Well, get out there and make it fun, Yeah, it's expensive. But that's just what it is, man. You can't take your money with you, so you may as well spend it while you're alive. That's what my mom told me, and she literally did that. So get out there and kick some ass this weekend, everybody. We will see you next week, and we're gonna start really getting stuff ironed down for the fun show. We're gonna make it fun for all you all who can't be there. I want you all to also put in a special good vibes for Sam Seabee's wife. She's been in the hospital. I know he wants me to tell you guys, so hold on, let me find it. His wife's name is Brenda. This is Sam Seabee. She's going to have open heart surgery on December 18th. She has several blockages. So keep some good vibes going for Sam Seabee and his wife and his family. And that's just what we got to do, man. I talked to Sam on the phone and his wife a couple days ago. She's in good spirits, but gotta get those blockages taken care of,
Yeah.
So hey, if y'all want to, Rhonda said Cash Money is live. Why don't we go over there and put that link in really quick before I cut this off, and we'll go over there and raid him really quick.
Put it up.
Guys, get out there and kick some ass this weekend. Have some fun, Go find Gypsy's house and throw toilet paper on it, whatever you got to do. That might be fun too.
What?
You never know. But I'm waiting for Gypsy. He's a little slow here.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah. Thank you, Brett. Sam Seabee is definitely one of the combat veterans from Vietnam. Really good.
Yo,
friend of mine.
Robert. I think they're
What?
doing someone's doing a raid into here.
We're getting raided.
We're about to leave.
And I didn't see the Tizzos earlier. Sorry. Good to see you. But yeah. All right. Is there any link coming, Gypsy, anytime soon, pal?
I put it in. Wait, hold on. Wrong one. I'm over at Cash Money's. That's why. Hold on. Dang.
You put Cash Money's link in Cash Money's, huh?
Yeah, whatever. I'm tired.
All right, dude. Well, all right, guys. There's the link. You guys have a great time. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks, JJ.